The most important thing I learned from my parents while growing up is perseverance. It defines who I am. It defines how I live my life. Being strong in the face of problems is the only way I have learned to deal with life. I was always a kid who never gave up on anything. I had to endure a lot of problems for it, but I always thought that nothing can stop me. No matter how much pressure I have on myself, I will always get things done. I used to think that perseverance is my strongest trait. But what I didn't realize that it's also my worst trait. I used to run behind sticking to things so badly that I never recognized the red flags and the alarms that were going off everywhere in my life. I just knew one thing, that quitting and giving up is not an option. I learned the concept of perseverance in the wrong way. All I knew in life is that don't quit. If you quit, you are a loser. I'm not even kidding, but being a person who quits is something what my nightmares are made of. Now in the past 1 year, I realized that I made a huge mistake and I learned a lot of things in my life in the wrong way. I had to rewire my entire belief system and understand that quitting things is not a trait of losers. It's a trait of people who understand themselves really well and who want to grow but in a healthy manner. So I took some really difficult decision in past 1 month to fix myself. So I went to Bombay like 2 weeks ago after a very, very long time. Now I've already discussed the problems I went through in Bombay and the mental health issues that I had there in vlog number 5. The link is in description. You can go and watch it. So this time I went back to the city with a totally different perspective because I was away from it for a very long time and I understood what I was doing to myself over there. So I had this dream of being a cinematographer and make great films and meet good people and travel the world for my work, and I chased it like a maniac for 4 long years. And I did work on some incredible projects and I met kind and talented people and I traveled for my work and I was independent. But it didn't turn out exactly how I thought it would, I expected things to be less difficult. Like I knew what I was getting into when I was starting, but I didn't expect this to be so hard. There were a lot of big projects that I wanted to be a part of. So I chased those big projects and I chased and I chased and I chased, and my mental health, my physical health, my finances, everything was in shambles at one point of time. But me being me, I couldn't quit because how can I give up on things? And I dragged myself for years through that mess because even when the doors weren't opening for me, I kept trying and I kept trying because that's the only way I knew how to do things. I ruined myself to a point that when I finally got the opportunity I was chasing, it didn't matter and didn't make me happy because I lost the main purpose of things in this stubbornness of chasing things. Thankfully, in the past 1 year being away from Bombay, I realized that if I don't understand the pattern of my unhappiness and misery, I will keep repeating it and nothing will change. I realized that if something isn't working for me, I can quit things and make a new strategy. It killed me from inside to accept the words I can quit. I lived in denial for so long, but I finally convinced myself to take a step back. I sat down and asked myself to stop thinking how I'm going to do things and start thinking, what am I trying to achieve? The answer was still the same. I want to create films, I want to create content, I want to write, shoot and edit and improve my craft. Now I asked myself, what do I need for it? I need peace of mind and I need self-confidence. I asked myself, is your location your main requirement in achieving what you want to do? And the answer was no. I can create from wherever I am in the world as long as I'm at peace and I have self-confidence. The two things Bombay took away from me. For so many years, I've put my location as the number one priority in what I'm trying to achieve, and I realized how wrong I was. So after years of heartache of chasing my dreams in a certain way, I am now a person of a different mindset. Due to being in Delhi for past 1 year, I made way more films and videos than I ever did in past 4 years in Bombay. I went to Bombay 2 weeks ago and I bought all of my stuff back. Now my inner voice still calls me a loser all the time for doing this, but I now know that taking a break and taking a step back and understanding what I exactly want to do also takes a lot of perseverance. I'm now going to work in Delhi for a while and I'm going to become the kind of filmmaker I wanted to become because perseverance is my strong trait, but it becomes my strongest trait when I'm not afraid to take a step back. thank you so much for listening to my story. If you're new to this channel, my name is Vidhi. I come here to talk about my life, filmmaking, and mental health. So consider subscribing and share the video with people who might want to hear what I have to say.